Chapter 1. Windsor Braun, in a wingback chair by the fireplace reading the London Times, was startled as Charles Gunther entered. "Windsor, have you no shame? Your father may die at any moment." Windsor lowered his paper and glowered. His normal reaction would have been to respond with an indignant remark, but his father's longtime secretary looked so pathetic it wasn't worth the effort. He continued reading as he thought, "It would be a better fucking day if that old man would get in bed with that asshole and die with him." Charles labored to sit down at the desk. He pulled out his pocket watch. It had gone past 8:30 in the morning English time, and there would be a 5-hour difference in America. He struggled several times to dial the number of Robert's niece, Kimberly. After the third try, he choked up. "Kimberly, child, you must come home immediately. Robert." "Gunthy, are you all right?" He cleared his throat. "Robert has had a severe setback." Leaning on the desk, his brow resting in his hand, he strained to talk over the tears. "Go to the airport. We'll make all the arrangements with British Airways." He slipped the receiver into its cradle. Charles sat for a few minutes to catch his breath. He wiped his eyes and then dialed his business partner and Robert Braun's attorney, George Gabriel. "George, this doesn't look good at all. I've called Kimberly. Book an emergency flight for her on British Airways. Buy out the plane. She must get here to be with Robert. I think he is hanging on until she does. He keeps calling her name." Charles hung up and sat quietly. He held his handkerchief up to his mouth. The tears welled again. "This room holds so many wonderful memories of my dear friend, Robert's favorite room and mine." He surveyed the detailed wood moldings, huge floor-to-ceiling bookcases, mammoth fireplace, and wall tapestries. This was the magic room for him and Kimberly. Roused from a trance, Charles jerked a bit to see Windsor almost in his face. "I'll check our schedules, but I'm pretty sure Mother and I can be available for a funeral this week or next." Windsor sashayed to the door and sighed. "I hope it won't take longer than that. There are some parties I'd hate to cancel." "Windsor, you're despicable." Gunther's heart pounded. "Someday, you wretched man, you'll pay for those ugly remarks. May I remind you, you're not even allowed in this room. Should I call Arthur?" Windsor gritted his teeth. "That would make my day, Gunthy."